Shalom, shalom, Yisrael. Call HALAL, YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHWASHI, BAHASHAM, CUBANS. Double honors to the elders and apostles, a great Muslim to teach them well. Peace and salutations be told for the light. Brother tells them I'm coming at you from the province of Babylon, camp here in Tampa, Florida. The title of this lesson is going to be Don't Get Weak. We almost to the finish line, right? And as you see daily, these prophecies are unfolding more and more. We're getting closer and closer to the end every day. Okay, it seems that these things are happening a lot faster now, and I believe because Agenda 2030, these devils are operating at a faster pace now because they have a short time to accomplish their goal, like the scriptures say in Revelation 12:12. Let's grab it. In the book of Revelation, chapter 12 and verse 12, therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time. Okay, so he knows his time is running out. That's why he's about to come down the way he's coming down. That's why Trump is trying to bypass all these governments, rules, government's laws, and put troops into their states and in their cities. Okay, he even brought up bringing in the Insurrection Act. Okay, which we can go and grab what Insurrection Act means. He said he just slung it out there like he can use the Insurrection Act to really get what he wants if they're gonna keep giving him problems. Okay, basically telling them that, hey, he gonna, you either let us in or we gonna come in by force. So Trump's trying to put troops down in every city and militarize the country, because he knows these people are going to try to fight back. So he's already got his, what they call the Department of War. He's already got his troops in motion. He's already got his pieces in gear. All right, where they need to be. You got his pieces all mapped out already. You just need to move them in there. It says the Insurrection Act of 1807. The Insurrection Act of 1807 is the U.S. federal law that empowers the President of the United States to nationally deploy the U.S. military and to federalize the National Guard units of the individual. I guess it goes on. And to federalize the National Guard units of the individual states in specific circumstances, such as the suppression of civil disorder. All right, which you got uproars, riots, okay, of the people. And that's another sign of the end of the last days, is uproars of the people in the world. So this devil is trying to do what? Send out the military to neutralize these uproars. It says, such as the suppression of civil disorder, of insurrection, and of armed rebellion against the federal government of the U.S. All right, so this devil's declare a war on America's soil, on American citizens. All right, which we knew that this will happen. This has been prophesied to happen. Elders and apostles of great millstone on down and been teaching you 30 years plus that this devil's going to wage war on its people, on its citizens. And he's going to do this because he wants to put a chip in you. He wants you to kneel down to his new world order. Okay? So it says here in Job chapter 14 and verse 5, seeing his days are determined, the number of his months are with thee, thou hast appointed his bounds that he cannot pass. He's going to get to a point where he can't go any further. So right now he's about to go as far as he can go, okay, and then burn out. All right, he's gonna fly as high as he can, and then he's gonna burn out and have a great big fall. He's gonna fly pretty high, but that fall is gonna be twice as significant. All right, let's grab the word insurrection in the scriptures. It Let's see where it says insurrection at. Right here in 2nd Ezra 16 and 70 says, "For there shall be in every place and in the next cities a great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord, YAHAWASHI." Okay, so not only is there insurrection against the government, but it's going to get to a point where we're going to be demonized. And there's going to be insurrections for us. People are going to be chanting to put us to death, shouting to put us to death and to kill us and put us down. And, you know, and this devil going to appease their appetite. Okay? Seeking to kill the prophets, publicly behead the prophets. All right? So, we at the last days, man. You hearing more and more of the scriptures as the times grow old. Okay? You're starting to hear the scriptures on the news. All right? It says, "They shall be like madmen, sparing none, but still spoiling and destroying those that fear the Lord. For they shall waste and take away their goods and cast them out of their houses." All right, who's going to do that? These troops. Okay? These troops who are going to come looking for the men of the Lord. You think He's getting all these troops in order for no reason? You think He's putting all these troops in all these different areas, different cities and different states in America for no reason? Just to calm down the riots? No. This devil don't care if you people riot or protest or whatever it may be. That's really not the problem. This is a scapegoat. This is what he's using to further his agenda. Okay? Oh, the people are rioting, they're being violent. Yeah, these people have been doing that for the longest. But now you want to move into the cities and put the troops in the cities? Which if he brings up if he calls for the Insurrection Act, if he enacts the Insurrection Act, it's not going to be the National Guard in the cities. It's going to be the military, the Marines, the Army, the Navy. He's going to be able to utilize all that to his power as the chief of command. All right? And these soldiers, they're not going to sit there and Salakia. They're not going to sit there and try to sympathize with you. You know they're going to knock your ass out with the bottom of that barrel. Okay? Drag you to where they need to take you. And, hey, feed you being idle with things offered unto idols. All right? That's the next step. This is FEMA camps. This devil's going to seek to put a leash on the citizens through FEMA camps and distributing the chip in these FEMA camps. All right? Then shall they be known who are my chosen, and then they shall be tried as the gold in the fire. All right? Because the men of the Lord ain't going to fold when this hour of testing comes. Then people gonna know, yeah, that's really a prophet. That's the man of the Lord. He ain't fold. He took it to the grave with him. You know, it's gonna be known who the Lord chose. All right. We got this. Says Luke 21 chapter 21 and verse 8. "And when these things begin to come to pass, then look up and lift up your heads, for your redemption draweth nigh." Which you looking up now, you're getting a lot more sightings of chariots. All right, because the Lord is getting ready to move on Babylon. He's getting ready to move on this earth. Okay, but you're seeing a lot of signs. You're seeing a lot of chariots in the air. All right, which is the angels. They're at work. They're making these prophecies come to pass. They're sending out the plagues. Okay? Things are only going to get worse. All right? Until the Lord until the world is begging the Lord to come and save it. All right? That's why the scripture said, "A time like never before." You ain't never seen nothing that's going to be so bad. So don't lose hope, brothers. We at the end of the line, man. The things that are happening every day on the news and in the media, and you've seen all these things unfold every day. Every week it's a new country at war with each other. Every day is something new. Every month, something being exposed, something new is being exposed. All right. Let's not forget, Trump said the world. He posted a picture talking about the world can't stop what's coming. All right, and that's prophecy. The world can't stop prophecy. Okay, so this devil can only be talking about prophecy, right? So that just goes to show you that, man, we in a beautiful time. This thing should excite you. You should be excited. All right, definitely to do the work of the Lord, seeing that you in the house of protection, house of peace, house of safety. All right, you ain't got to worry about none of these things coming to you. This is coming upon the wicked. Scriptures say, only with thy eyes shalt thou see and behold the reward of the wicked. This is their reward. All right, which means if while we're watching them get their reward, we're about to get ours. Okay, which is that everlasting life and salvation in the kingdom. Okay, the time is up, man. Now is not the time to be fallen victim to slothfulness, laziness. You don't want to do lessons. You don't want to teach. You don't want to pray. You don't want to fast. You don't want to read. Now's not the time to be flirting with the world, man. If you flirting with the world, you're going to die with the world. Okay? The world and the things in it are enemies of YAHAWASHI. And if you want to be a part of this world, what makes you think the Lord going to want you to be a part of his salvation? Okay? With that, I truly hope this most edifying to you, YAHAWAH. Stay strong, brothers. We almost home, man. So next time, I give all glory, honor, and praises unto Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, Shalom.